for about 15, 20 more seconds. We'll make this your last round. When I watch someone putt, and I'm trying to improve their putting, I look for certain things that I need to adjust. The first thing I look for and need to correct if it's present, if somebody is putting wristy like this, what I like to see is no wrist. And what I did see with almost all three of you is the correct one. I did not see this hinging wiggle in your wrist. So do a couple of practice strokes for me and see if you can become aware that you don't wiggle your wrist. You swing your arms as a unit. So you don't want to be wiggly in here. It's almost like the letter Y, the two arms are the top of the Y and the club is the stem. So that's why it stays intact as it moves. So this butt into this handle, you don't want it to go close to that wrist or close to this wrist. You want to keep it wherever it is, the pin, keep it there. Okay, good. Let me see yours. Good. Now, what we're going to do on these next three balls is you're going to set up. You want to have your elbows slightly tucked, touching your side. So you don't want to be, you're not going to be straight armed. You're going to tuck them in just a little bit. So your elbows are bent. Very good. Now if you do that, so you're going to have a little bit of a crouch. You're going to have to tilt a little bit, so your eyes are kind of over the ball. So you don't want to be up here. You've got to get the seat back so that you can tilt. So you want to be in this position. And you don't want to push your knees forward. You want those almost on top of your heels with a little flex there. Like this. Let me see that. Widen your stance, Emma, just a little bit. So move your feet just a little bit further apart. There you go. You may need to choke down slightly. When I say choke down, that means get your hands closer down to the middle. That allows you to tilt more. Maybe get those hands slightly further away from you, and that'll force you to tilt a little bit. Okay, good. Now, when you hit these putts, I want you to putt, hold, look. So you're going to putt the ball. You don't look yet. When I say the word hold, that means you're going to hold your finish and your posture while still looking at the ground. Putt, hold, and then look. Okay? Let me demonstrate it once on this so the camera will catch this. So what I'm going to do is putt, hold, look. Putt, hold, look. Putt, hold, look. You first demonstrate a practice swing where you hold it for a moment or two, and then you can turn and look. So I want us to not, what I don't want is a recoil. You don't hit the ball and pull it back. You've got to hit through the ball and hold your finish. So let me see that. Putt, hold, and then look. Okay, I'm going to shorten that backswing just a little bit. Good. Okay? You can go ahead and start hitting the golf balls, but the purpose of these strikes is to execute the drill. I don't care how well you hit the ball. Putt, hold, look. Hold, and then look. So you want to keep your head very still. Don't let it move on you while you're in motion. So you're going to be very steady and stable with your eyes. Don't let your eyes move while you're putting. Yeah, after you hit the tree, just retrieve. And then look, Emma. Good. Now I want to talk about kind of the shape of the swing, the length of the backswing, the rhythm of the swing. So let's set up and try not to be too much further than your back foot. Posture, set up. Good. You want that forward swing to feel more like this, where it's soft and then real fast, soft and short. Soft and short, and boom. We don't want soft, soft. We want soft and a little bit more smooth acceleration. Okay. You need to go a little more. See, you take it back slightly. All right, let's set up and hit some now. Yeah, more like that. More like that. Excellent. Still want you to do the hold before you look.
Okay.
Feel it before you see it. Now you can see it. Good. All right. Okay. Good again. Try not to turn your head and look. Just keep it right there. Keep staring right here. And don't turn until I say you can look. Feel it. You feel it? Now you look at it. So I want you to feel the putt before you see the putt. Okay. Does that feel pretty good? Okay, good. Feel the putt before you see the putt. Good. Now you look. Probably, I think one of the best drills for putting. It's not something I just do with beginners. I do it with people who've been playing 20 years. This is called a cluster drill. What you're going to do is a stroke similar to what you've already been doing. So you can do one or two rehearsals, whatever it takes to capture a feeling that you like. Then set up to the golf ball, the first ball, and try to duplicate, try to copy that feeling. But here's what I want. I don't want you to do putt, hole, look. I want you to just do putt, hole, and do not look after you. So you're going to hit the ball. You're not going to look at the result. Set up to the second ball. Hit the second ball, trying to copy the feeling of the first ball, but do not look. Set up to the third ball. Try to copy the feeling of the first two, and do not look. So you're going to hit all three balls without looking at the result. This is a copy drill. You're seeing how well can you copy what you just remembered doing. If you copied it the same, all three balls will be clustered together. So improving your copy skills is an important part of golf. So you're going to putt and hold and remember the feeling. And then try to copy the memory. So whatever that felt like, try to copy it. Whatever that felt like, you're always trying to copy it.
Helen, I'm going to look at your putting stroke before we begin and making adjustments to the stroke that you developed during the session. On the left is your putting stroke before we began. Let's take a look at it, and particularly want to look at the length of the backswing. There it is there. I'll put a little mark there. That's where your backswing ends. That's where your follow-through finished. Now we're going to look at your stroke after we make several adjustments. One of the things that we worked on was shortening your backswing. So your putter stopped there just past the foot. Very good stroke to here. Nice follow through. Your eyes are still looking down. Here you're kind of lifted up early. You also kept your tilt in your spine and your posture. So very good, much improved technical putting stroke. Okay, Emma, I'm going to look at your putting stroke before and after we made some adjustments. On the left was your putting stroke when the session began. On the right is after we had worked on some things. Let's look at your putting stroke. Okay, you went You took it back to about right there. Took it to here, and you can kind of see how you looked up, and your eyes are here. Now let's look at the improvements you made. Took the stroke back to here. Hit through the ball. Very good. There. Your eyes are kind of staying down. You're tilted over. So that looks really good. Good improvement. I like the fact that you've kept your wrist and your arms. I talked about the letter Y, and you can see how you've maintained that Y look. Looks like the letter Y with your two arms and the club. So that's very good.